The air in the Velvet Lion was a thick blend of expensive perfume and ozone. Neon pinks and deep purples cut through the haze, casting long rhythmic shadows across the VIP lounge. Amara lived for the height. On the pole, the world below ceased to exist. There were no bills to pay, no brothers to protect, and no past to run from. She was a blur of gravity-defying motion, her braided hair whipping through the air like a crown as she held a perfect Ironex. But tonight the atmosphere was different. The usual rowdy cheers from the front row had been replaced by an uneasy, respectful silence. Amara glanced toward the shadows of the corner booth. Sitting there was Naa Shormeh. She didn't look like the other patrons. She wore a tailored emerald green pinstripe suit that screamed authority. Her hair was faded into a sharp, professional cut, and her eyes, dark, cold, and calculating, never left Amara's form. Behind her stood two women, arms crossed, their gazes scanning the room with the practiced boredom of professional soldiers. Naa Shormeh was the head of the Syndicate. In this city, she didn't just own the buildings. She owned the breath of the people inside them. As the music slowed into a heavy, bass-driven rhythm, Amara descended. She moved with a feline grace, landing softly on the stage. Usually, she would head backstage immediately, but something about the stillness in the corner booth tethered her. Naa Shormeh didn't clap. She simply raised a hand, a subtle flick of the wrist. One of her bodyguards stepped forward and placed a small, velvet box on the edge of the stage. Amara hesitated, then knelt. She opened the box. Inside was a single, intricately carved gold ring. Not a gift of romance, but an ancient symbol of the syndicate. "I don't take tips from the family," Amara whispered, her voice barely audible over the low hum of the speakers. Naa Shormeh finally spoke. Her voice was like smooth silk over gravel. "That isn't a tip, Amara. It's an invitation. My inventory systems tell me someone has been skimming data from my private servers using the club's Wi-Fi. Someone with very fast fingers and a very expensive education." Amara's heart hammered against her ribs. Her secret life as a freelance data analyst was supposed to be invisible. "I don't know what you're talking about," Amara lied, though her eyes betrayed her. Naa Shormeh leaned forward into the light, a ghost of a smirk playing on her lips. "I don't need a dancer, and I don't need a thief. I need a ghost who can clean up my digital trail before the rivals find the leak. You have until the end of your shift to decide if you want to keep dancing for pennies, or start running the world with me." The boss stood up, her suit catching the neon light. Without waiting for an answer, she turned to leave, her security detail moving in perfect synchronization. Amara looked at the gold ring, then at the retreating back of the most dangerous woman in Ghana. The music started up again, but for the first time in years, the pole felt like a cage, and the shadows felt like a way out.